Hey guys, so as promised, this is my video answering your questions. It is Saturday afternoon, um, so I guess I'll just start. Thank you to everyone who sent in questions. If you sent it in off and on, then I will be writing your drabble, hopefully within the next couple weeks. Um, but as you guys know, I'm on semi-hiatus because of college starting. So I'm still looking for a job and getting settled in, and I have a lot of homework. I actually should be doing homework now, but my roommate's not here, so I decided I'd do a quick little video for you guys answering your questions. So the first question is actually like a chainmail thing I got a couple weeks ago. But it says, I've read up that Supernatural will end by 300 episodes. Heartbreaking, I know, but I got an idea out of this. Why not write ideas that you would like to see in Supernatural? Write your ideas. Hopefully we can reach the Supernatural writers. Spread the word and happy hunting. So, I think some things I'd love to see in Supernatural is more Meg's. I want Cass to find out about Meg's death because I'm sure he knows, but I want them to tell him. And Human Impala would be great. I love Human Impala. And maybe just some stuff about like angel wings. That'd be really fun to deal with that. I don't know if I should say names or not, URLs, but someone asked, what is your favorite animal? I don't have one. I really like dogs, and recently I've really liked otters. So I think those are like my top two right now. But I don't know. I feel like if I pick one, the other ones will feel bad. Yeah. How did you discover reader inserts, and what made you want to write your own? So I discovered reader inserts. I think it was like the first fan fiction that I actually ever read through a fan fiction blog called Kaz2Y5 Imagines. Kaz is the greatest, and I started chatting in her Fort Cities. I think it was the middle of the end of season 9, mid to end of season 9, and yeah, I talked a lot with people there, and I talked with Cassie, and I made a lot of friends, and I just decided to start writing. I hadn't written in a long time, but I wanted to try out some ideas that I had. I got my first idea for fanfiction in gym class because I hate gym, and I was like, wouldn't it be great if Dean was here to sing "I the Tiger" and cheer me on? So that was kind of my first try at fanfiction. The next question is, you have to choose Narnia or Hogwarts. Which it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Oh, I don't know. I like them both. You can't make me choose. I love them both. I feel like I know who asked this question too. Can I like take time in one of them and then go to the other one? I don't know, maybe Hogwarts. I don't know. I'm gonna say Hogwarts for now, but that's tentative. I might choose Narnia by the end of this video, to be honest. Okay. So someone goes, how long have you been writing? Not just fanfic, but anything. I've been writing ever since I was little. My mom was going through some art I did in elementary school before I moved away this fall, and she found this like little book I wrote when I was in kindergarten, and it said I wanted to be an author. And she told me, she was like, well, you've accomplished that, so now you can go do other things. It's like, thanks, Mom. But I distinctly remember in 5th grade I had to keep like a journal, and we wrote every day. And I wrote a very, very long story, tons of parts about the adventures of room 128, because that was my room. And so everyone was a character in it, and there were Transformers, and we went to the zoo, and they were talking animals, and it was crazy. So yeah, I've been writing ever since I was little. So the next question is, would you consider making a second part to Pizza My Heart? Maybe this time a little something for Dean. I don't know. Pizza My Heart was kind of a thing that I came up with in Fort City. Sorry, I gotta switch positions here. I came up with it in Fort City one night, really late. And so, it was just kind of like a group thing. We all kind of like gave ideas, and I ended up writing it and taking my own direction. But maybe if I ever got another idea for it. Also, A Song of Christ. Sad song by We the Kings. If you know it. If you don't, that's okay. I don't know that one. Actually, okay, I got this question last night, and I listened to the song like a million times, like while I was trying to read about Greek philosophy, which probably was not helping me understand that. But I tried listening to it again just before I made this video, and I don't know if I can do that one. I just don't know it that well. But it's a great song, and if you haven't listened to it, I would definitely suggest listening to it. And they also said they love me, and that they hope classes are going well, and that they miss me in Fort City. I miss you too. I wish I had more time to go in Fort City. Maybe during like Thanksgiving break or something. I know that's really far away, but I'm just so busy. The next person says, I love asking people this question because I always find the answer so fascinating. What character do you find the easiest to write, and why do you think they're the easiest? Same goes for the hardest. I don't know. I think it depends on what I'm writing. I think Dean is probably the easiest for me to write. Yeah, probably Dean. I just think that there's so much development for his character in the show, that he is the easiest to write for. And it probably helps that he was the first character I ever wrote for. So, hardest character, probably someone like Kevin, or like a minor character. Maybe Gabriel. Just because, there's not a lot of development, and they were never like a character that I spent a lot of time enjoying. Like, I think they were great, and I think they had very valid contributions to the show, but I just think that they're just harder for me to write. So someone says, do you think Eileen will come back in season 12? I wish. I love Eileen. I think sign language is so beautiful, and I was really excited when she was on the show because I wrote the deaf reader story long time ago. It was one of my very first series. Well, it wasn't really a series. It was like a 2-part thing. But I loved writing that fic, and I love Eileen. So I really hope that she comes back, and that she and Sam can spend time together, because I think Sam really needs like a friend who's just kind of maybe relate, because I don't think I don't really remember exactly the details from the episode, but they were both thrown into hunting, and so I think Sam would really benefit from having someone with that same experience in their life. So I really hope she does. What is your favorite sitcom, current or old? I had to look up sitcoms, not gonna lie. I don't watch tons of television. I do watch a lot of Food Network and HGTV. but I think Parks and Rec. I don't watch it so much anymore because I don't have Netflix. But what I did watch, I loved, and I hope that I can someday get Netflix again and watch it. Yeah, so I think Parks and Rec. So someone says, "Hi, my question is, what is your favorite song to sing?" I don't know. I am a music ed major, so I've been singing my whole life. My family all sings, so I've sung so many songs. I think choral pieces. There's a piece called Tundra by Ola Giglio or Glahio or something. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, to be honest. But I think that was like my favorite choral piece to sing. Right now, I really like the song Turning Page by Sleeping at Last. That's a good one to sing. Or Can't Help Falling in Love with You, the Haley Reinhart version. So those are both really good. Yeah, I think that's it. So someone says, "My question, how difficult is it to adjust for the college life? And do you enjoy choirs more with college students than high schoolers?" It is hard to adjust in college. I think I've taken it a lot better than I expected, just because I get homesick very easily. I'm very much a homebody. I spend a lot of time at home, guys. I even told my roommates the other day, like, the only time I ever come out of my bedroom is to get food and to be nosy. So, yeah, there was like a big party last night and I didn't go. I stayed home and attempted to read Greek philosophy. So, it's very difficult for me. I'm also painfully shy. So making friends is hard. But it honestly depends on how independent you've been. I know people, they were the favorite child or they were the only child, and it's very difficult for them, especially if they don't know how to cook or clean or do laundry or things like that. Or if they were in like really hard AP classes or anything before, that's also very difficult to adjust to the classes and everything. It's been relatively easy for me, but I mean, I do get homesick. I cry a lot, guys. But it's okay if you cry in college, especially freshman year. And it's okay if you're lonely, because I guarantee you, like, 90% of people cry at least once a week, and they feel lonely and they don't know anybody. People look like they have friends, but I think that everyone just kind of hangs out with like the first people they meet, or like their roommates, or like their roommates' friends, and they just kind of tag along for the ride. So do I find that I enjoy choirs more with college students than high schoolers? I think it's hard for me just because I had the same director all 4 years in high school, and I loved her, and she was just a very genuine person. And I was in an all-girls choir 3 years, sophomore through senior year, and then now I'm in a mixed choir with guys. And I love the music, and I love my director, and I love the people in my choir. I think they're awesome, and they're really genuine, and they offer me rides so I don't have to walk back to campus from the music center. But I do miss my friends, and I miss seeing my director and our pianist and like doing after-school choirs and stuff, because that's always been such a big part of my life for high school. I do enjoy college choir, though. It's definitely different, and it's definitely harder. But if you ever want to try it out, I would say take it. If you don't like it, you can drop it, Okay, 2 things. I miss you so much. Plus, I'm going to be sending you something in the mail soon, so keep your eyes open for it. I will. I love getting things in the mail. This is from a friend of mine. So, 2 is the actual question. What is your favorite line from any fic you've written, and why? Oh, I know which line this is. I just have to find it. which one this is. It's from my series Making Promises. From So this is from the second part in my Making Promises series. It's called Letter. If you haven't read that series, it was like my first series, and it was fun to write. It's Dad Dean. I love Dad Dean, guys. I have such a weakness for Dad Dean. Right, Sam, this is your name. I'm gonna put my name in here, guys. Right, Sam, this is Megan. Megan, this is your Uncle Sam. You snickered. God bless America, you mumbled under your breath. I think that's probably my favorite line. I really like puns, guys. Send me puns and jokes and pictures of your pets because I will thoroughly enjoy those. But I think that's my favorite. Please engrave that on my headstone when I die. Just because it's punny. So then someone says, do you have any tips for succeeding in college? I'm a college freshman and I'm struggling. I feel you. I'm a college freshman, and like I said, I am taking it better than a lot of people am. But it's definitely a change. I moved cross country from my family. So it's very difficult for me to be so far away. Call your parents. It's okay to cry on the phone with them. My tip is call your parents when you're walking to class. That way, you know, if you start to get emotional or things get awkward and you don't want to make that awkward goodbye, you can be like, hey, like, guys, I'm at class. I gotta go. I love you. Bye. And then you can just hang up. And it's not really awkward. You're not coming up with an excuse to get off the phone. But it's actually gotten to the point where I call my grandma and she's like, are you walking to class again? So, yeah. Talk to people. Talk to your roommate. I actually have 5 other roommates besides myself because the dorms are like an apartment. And then I'm very close with the girls on my floor just because we were kind of forced to do stuff together like the first couple weeks. And I have like a Bible study I'm required to go to because it's a Christian college. And we're all very close. And I definitely trust them. So talk to people. Make friends because I guarantee that other people are feeling lonely as well. It's hard for everyone, I promise. You're not the only one who feels lonely or feels like they don't have any friends or misses their parents. The walls here are bumpy. I don't know if you can see the texture on the walls. And I looked at them the other day. I was like, hey, they're bumpy, and they're not bumpy at my house. And I just kind of lost it. So, you're not the only one, I promise. Also, drink lots of water. I had to drink lots of water because of the altitude here. It's much different than what I'm used to. And I sing a lot, so that was also important to stay hydrated. But it's really easy to get sick, especially when you're moving to a new environment and you're moving in with new people that have different cleaning and hygiene habits than you. So drink lots of water, eat vegetables, even if you don't want to. I swear, eat fruit, vegetables. If you have opportunities to go walking, whether it's to class or just like around like a shopping mall with your friends, whatever, do some walking, get some exercise, or go to like your campus gym or whatever, play frisbee, play sports, whatever. I also have these things. They're like cough drops, but they're vitamin C drops, and I eat them a lot. They're like candy to me. And so it's like vitamin C to keep your immune system up. Yeah, so definitely wash your hands a lot, have hand sanitizer, write down your assignments. Your teachers may not remind you. Sometimes mine do, sometimes they don't. If you have questions about material or anything, and you can't find friends to help you and Google's not helping, email your professors. Trust me on that. Like, most of the time they're willing to help. Whether it's clarifying the information for you, or directing you somewhere that will, or even just being like, these are my office hours, like, come in. Go in for office hours, guys, if you can. Do it. And so the last question is, who is your favorite character from Supernatural? You've probably answered this before, but oh well. Definitely Meg. I love Meg Masters, 2.0, Rachel Miner. She is my queen. I love her. And I'm really sad that she died, but I understand why they took her off the show. But then I also love Sam. I would sell my soul for Sam Winchester. I love him so much. I'm currently on like a Sam kick. I have a bunch of Sam stories that I'm writing. I have a Sam series that I'm working on. I'm really excited to post that for you guys. My beta is editing the first 7 parts right now, and I'm working on part 8. I have kind of like a general idea. I think it's only gonna go to about 10 parts though. And then I have an idea, a possible idea for a Dean story. So yeah, I really like making these videos for you guys. I love to talk about myself. Who doesn't? I love giving you advice. So if you want to send in more questions, I'd love to do another Q&A video at some point when my schedule allows it. Keep sending in requests for stories. Sometimes I don't write them just because of the content, or I'm just really busy, but they go on a list and I look through it often to see if there's more ideas on there. If you want to be put on a tag list, you can be put on tag list for characters and my forever tag list, and you get tagged in everything. Except for Give Imagines, I don't tag for those. But just message me and say what tag list you want to put on. I'll also be making one solely for the series coming up. It is a AU. It's Sam as a model. I'm really excited for you guys. So I'm hoping to have it all written before I post it, but who knows, I might get really excited and post it early. So we'll see just how that turns out. But let me know if you want more of these videos, or if you have more questions for me, I might answer them. Also, if you sent in a question and didn't send in a Drabble request, I will be messaging you back privately. Of course, you have to be off and on for that. I will be messaging you back privately for your request. If you don't want one, no problem, that's fine. Otherwise, keep on the lookout for your Drabbles. I will tag you in them, so that way you will see them. But I'll be writing all of them, I promise. This time, I promise I'll be writing all of them. And yeah, so I think that's it. So have a great weekend, you guys. Get lots of rest. Get your homework done. Drink lots of water. Always keep fighting.